Sony Computer Entertainment Europe presents a Universal Interactive Studios production.
A game created and developed by Naughty Dog. Crash Bandicoot Warped.
Okay, hello and welcome to Branch Play's Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped. So I'm just going to quickly hit new game and I will be back in a couple of minutes to talk a bit more after the opening cutscene.
Free at last.
Uka is free. No, it cannot be. Evil, great evil has come.
None have dared to fail to break Uka even once. But you, Cortex, you have failed me twice.
Great Uka, it was that infernal Bandicoot.
From deep inside my temple prison, I sent you simple instructions to follow. But you lost the gems, you lost the crystals, and I have lost my patience. There is now no other power source left on this planet.
I know we've had a few unfortunate setbacks.
And failed. But since your bumbling has managed to set me free, I am feeling generous. There is still a way for us to amass the power needed to enslave this miserable planet. And this time the great Uka will make sure that you do it right.
After many eons, my evil twin, Uka, has been freed from his underground prison. Long ago, I locked him there to protect the world from his malice. Now, free once again, he must be stopped. Children, Uka and Cortex plan to use this time-twisting machine to gather crystals that lay scattered across time. I have brought you here to recover the crystals before they do so. To open the time portal, simply stand on a button and then jump into the portal. Good luck.
Okay, so with that, welcome to the Time Twister. So basically, we will be traveling through time in this game. Also, I should probably just note immediately, I said in Crash 2 that the secret warp room in that turned into this. I might be wrong on that, but like, I still feel like there's, maybe a little bit of credence to it. Also, I should probably just note, they introduced Entropy as the kind of secondary antagonist in this game, and for some reason he's here in the third world, despite the fact that you would kind of assume he'd be here in the fourth world as the second to last boss. But no, he isn't. Also, Coco is here. She will be here for the entire game, and we will actually play certain levels as her. But for the most part, we will be playing as Crash, unlike in the remake in the Insane Trilogy, where you can play every single level as Coco. But we are going to head on into Toad Village for our first level. And I will be back in another minute or so, well, 20 seconds, because he has some antagonist dialogue.
Crash, why must you always muck in my mud? Oh look, I have a mask helping me too. We will find out which one is more powerful soon enough.
I mean, if Aku managed to seal Uka away, then for thousands of years, I imagine it's probably Aku. Just some food for thought there, Doctor, So, first things first, about kind of gameplay updates. First thing you may notice is if I press triangle, I can get a kind of just running box count throughout the level, and it will tell me how many I've hit out of how many, which is honestly an absolute massive improvement. I love that improvement. It is a fantastic quality of life update. In addition to that, we have everything we had access to in Crash Bandicoot 2, and also, on top of that, I have completely forgotten what I was going to say. I forgot what I was going to say. But anyway, we just saw a new box type, which will kind of just rotate between being nothing, Wumpa Fruit and Aku Aku Mask, as TNT create a bonus life. It can be basically whatever. I don't know why I ran forward to pick up those Wumpa Fruit before going to do the bonus stage, but here we are. Also, I'd also just like to make a little note and reference to some of the little things that were just kind of in Crash's house there. So obviously he has the picture of Torna on the fireplace. Torna will not appear in this game. Torna would not appear again for a long time, actually. Like, I think was she in Crash Boom Bang? For those of you who may not know, Crash Boom Bang was a not very well received, apparently, kind of Mario Party clone on the DS. And if she wasn't in that, she did not appear again until these games got remade in, what, 2017, 2018? I'll be honest, I'm really bad at knowing when remakes came out, so I'm not the best with that, to be, if I'm being 100% honest, I'm not fantastic with those. Also, despite the... Oh, there was also Crash's kind of jet board thing. Also, I can kind of just like run along the side here and just not deal with enemies for pretty much the entire level. So, yeah, so Crash's jet board from Crash 2, certain levels in Crash 2, was also present. So that was a nice little detail. And also, despite the fact that he appears in the cutscene, and is very clearly, like, annoyed and looks like he's, going to be helping us on our adventure. Yeah, we won't be seeing Pula again for the rest of the game, but with that is Toad Village complete. We got the crystal and the gem. You don't need to get the gems, but you need all the crystals. Obviously, I'm still going to try to get everything done. And now you can see, it just goes from what's on the bosses, I guess it's kind of what's in their inventory to what's in mine. So I will have to come back to that level another time to get the relic, but I'll talk about relics more at a later time because I don't know how I'm going to approach them. Anyway, we can now head on into our first water level of this, not in just this game, in the entire series, Under Pressure. So in this one, Crash is basically going scuba diving, and we have to get 92, count 92 boxes. And also the crystal, obviously. So hopefully we can get through without too much hassle, but we'll see how it goes. So I can just kind of swim by normally. So I can just, kind of swim at the natural pace. I can still spin. And if I tap X, I can spin a little bit faster. Well, not spin a little bit faster, swim a little bit faster. That's the word I was looking for. So, hopefully we can get through without too much issue. I remember this level, usually it doesn't cause me too much issue. I say that watch as I now find the way to struggle with this level. But I know one of them later on, I remember having an issue with, in terms of struggling to get through it in the Insane Trilogy. But we will see about that when we get to that. Also, I don't think it was present in Crash 2, but this time, we also get a nice little sound when we hit a checkpoint. It's not a massive change, but, it's a nice little quality of life thing. And now we have this little, I don't know how to describe it, this thing that lets me shoot missiles. So basically, I am going to need this, and I'm going to need this a lot. Because, well, some of the boxes are hidden behind some coral, and, well, if I don't destroy the coral, I can't pick up the box. And, yeah, unfortunately, there can and may well be times where I just straight up, basically, if I lost that before a certain point, I would have just not been able to get all the boxes, and would have had to die to be able to, kind of backtrack to a point where I would be able to. So let's just wait this out, wait out the electric. And now we just kind of swim up and swim around. And we are most of the way through this stage. We still haven't seen the crystal though, so I assume we should be seeing that at some point in the near future, hopefully. And, okay, there goes our last kind of safety net for the stage. Because I don't imagine we'll get more Aku-Akus, because it doesn't seem like you can get them very frequently in these levels. But let's just keep going. And I'm also just realizing, oh, that's a crystal, okay. I was gonna say, I'm assumably, like, right at the end of the level, and I haven't seen the crystal yet. I will come back for the crystal in just a second. There we go. And also kill that blowfish, I guess, and that shark. So that is now the gem acquired, the crystal acquired, all 92 boxes is gone, and we just, you know, swim on out of there and back to the time twister. Fantastic. So, also, well, that's level 2 now dealt with. I'll be honest, I'm not a massive fan of the underwater levels, but they aren't my least favourite new type of levels in the game. So we will be seeing more kind of new types of levels in just, actually not too long. So, into our next level we can go, Orient Express. However, as you can see, Crash face planted, because Coco is going to be handling this level and all subsequent levels of this type. So, I said Polar was in that cutscene and then not in the game again, because we will play all of these levels as Coco. She can jump, she can walk, but she can't sprint and she can't spin for some reason. So, basically we will be playing all of these levels as Coco and, well, her companion, Purah. To be honest, I'll be honest, I didn't know Purah had a name until I played Crash Team Racing as a kid, so I felt kind of bad about that, but hey. Hopefully I can get through this level without, I'm just hoping that I can get through this level without either A, dying, or B, missing a box and having to just take a dive off the wall, you know? But, well, I know my luck. I have a feeling a couple of dives off the wall may be happening in my immediate future, or at least my near future. So, also, on top of that, in addition to all of this, I need to hop up here. Fantastic. I have lost my train of thought. Okay, so, that was close. So, much like how Polar could dash, so can Purah, but Purah's is basically just as long as you want it. So basically, if you want to kind of tear through these levels, you can just kind of, like, hold the button down and just tear through them at a high speed. However, obviously, you kind of need to know the levels well enough, or have just really good reactions for that. And, yeah, I haven't played this game in a good while, so I'm not going to do that until right at the end. And unlike with Polar, Purah will make the jumps with us. Because, obviously, Coco and Purah kind of just work well together. And now we just grab the gem and head on back to the time twister. And with that, that is Coco's first level complete. Unlike in the remakes, we can't play the entire game with Coco. I think you can play the entire remake with Coco. Actually, there are certain levels that are Crash only, even in the remake, now that I think about it. However, Coco doesn't have, like, a little victory win animation. But hey, I guess she kind of just takes her W and just goes back to whatever she was doing. And we can now head on into our next level, the Boneyard. So, as you could probably tell... Oh, here's a bit of dialogue.
Uka and Cortex want Tiny get crystals and bring them to Big Colosseum in Rome. Crash, leave them for Tiny, or Crash get crushed.
Okay, so... We now know officially that Tiny Tiger is going to be our first boss in the game. I'll be honest, when I was a kid, I always thought he just, like, I always kind of skipped through the dialogue. Okay, now I've paid much attention. So, also, yeah, we're now being chased by a Triceratops because, you know, I guess the evolutionary chain of Boulder to Polar Bear to Triceratops is a pretty powerful one. But yeah, so I always assumed that Tiny Tiger was wearing a kind of goofy little hat when I was a kid. it, and I always thought that it was just a cool little hat that he had, and that just looked a bit funny. No, it turns out he's being like a gladiator in ancient Rome in this one. Also, on the level select thing, there was 2 gems here, so assumably there is either A death route, or B, a gem path in this level. However, I don't know if I can get them in this one. Like, I don't know if I need, a certain color gem, or if I can just get it regardless, but we'll see as we go. And also, on top of that, I don't know exactly which of these levels it is. I know, because there's like 2 or 3 of sorry, because that's 2 of... Oh, I guess we need the red gem, okay. But yeah, there's 2 or 3 levels of this type, which is a little bit inconvenient for me, because I remember... Like, okay, the levels are good, I just remember that in one of them, if I jump into one of the pterodactyls, I remember that that's like a secret level exit, and I don't remember exactly which one it is. I think it's in the next one. Also, I do quite like how in each kind of area, in each type of level, the bonus stage platform just looks different. I mean, that's a nice little detail. Also, I know it would have only been like 10 minutes ago, but I forgot if I mentioned it. But yeah, they changed the way the kind of multiple bounce boxes work in this one. So instead of taking 10 bounces, they only take 5, and they now give you 2 Wumpa Fruit at a time, which is very welcome for me, because honestly, kind of bouncing on them 10 times just took a bit too long, you know? But with that, we grab 58 Wumpa Fruit, 14 boxes, and get on, and we just can keep moving on with the level. Also, I quite like how the grass looks here. It's very cartoony. I don't know, I just like how it looks. Also, those... I don't know how to describe those guys. I guess they're just scientists. But let's just keep moving. Okay, that's a whole bunch of boxes. So that's hopefully a whole bunch of Wumpa Fruit for me. That was less than I expected, but you know what? It will be okay. And now we are back to running towards the screen, so I guess we're gonna have 1 or 2... Okay, looking at the amount of boxes left, we're probably gonna have 1 more chase with a Triceratops here. So let's get through here without too much issue, hopefully. Because once again, I'll be honest, I'm no dinosaur expert, but I'm pretty sure Triceratopses were herbivores, right? Why are they chasing Crash? It's like, is this the one carnivorous one? Okay, whatever. We are pretty close to the end of the stage, I imagine. Fantastic. There's all 66. And I grab the gem and just fall into the portal, and we are safe. Also, apologies if you just heard the horrendously loud creaking of my chair there. Yeah, my chair is really old. But that is, well, gem number 1 and the crystal acquired from the boneyard. So that is 4 gems, 4 crystals, and 4 levels complete. So now we have our final level in our first warp room, which is once again going to be handled by Coco, as we enter Making Waves. I remember hating this level as a kid, so hopefully it goes a little bit smoother than I think it will. However, having said that, I'm going to be taking it a bit slowly, mostly for, like, control purposes. So basically, we are now on these, well, for these levels, we are on a jet ski. And these are, as far as I can recall, Coco-only levels. And basically, I just need to hit all the boxes as I go, basically around the course, and, avoid the bombs if I can. However, I should also note, I can do tricks as I come off each of these ramps. If I press left or right, I can do like a side roll. If I press down, I can do a backflip. And if I press forward, I can do a little kind of dive when I hit the water. This won't... That was pretty close. That won't be too important right now, but it will become important in one or two of the future ones of these levels, where a couple of the boxes may be slightly submerged. And hopefully, we won't have much difficulty with this. Just because, honestly, I'm currently a little bit suspicious of how well this is going. Because I know that this is, like, the first level of its type, so it isn't exactly meant to be difficult. But yeah, I never liked these levels as a kid, and honestly, I wish there was just a kind of a center camera button right now. what I would not give for a center the camera button right at this exact moment in time, as I miss the jump again and have to go for a third attempt. But hey, you know, no, that's a bomb, that's a bomb, that's a bomb. That was very close, and I missed it again. Yeah, this may take me like 8 attempts. This honestly might take like half the amount of time it takes for the entire level. There we go, fantastic. Okay, 14 boxes left. To be totally honest, in case you were wondering, yeah, this is how my experience with these levels has always gone, so yeah, it's no wonder why I never liked them as a kid. Although I always did think that being able to do all the tricks was very cool. Now, let's just sideways, careful. Just turn the camera. Oh, there we go, fantastic. We have 7 boxes left. Make that 6. Let's just keep dodging. Okay, so that is 5 left, and we are in the home stretch. Because once we get to the Cortex Rock, that is the end of the level, if I recall correctly. So that is 36, 37. We grab the gem and get on out of here. Fantastic. Because with that is the first 5 levels all complete. I'll have to come back for that one additional gem and the relics. But, well, as you can see, the 5 options to enter each individual level are now gone, and we just have the boss fight with Tiny Tiger. So, well, off to ancient Rome we go to go fight a tiger, I suppose.
Crash! Coco! Store the pretty crystals! Tiny, take them back! In Gladiator Arena!
I mean, if nothing else, I guess he is kind of challenging us to, like, I don't know, honourable one-on-one combat. And, you know, there's Cortex just kind of sitting watching with his little laurel wreath and everything. And also, you know, he has Tiny Tiger, you know, just getting to, you know, just boop himself to look strong. And he's going to grab a trident and try to kill us, basically. So, basically, the way Tiny will attack in this fight is he will jump around a bit, and then he'll do a kind of leaping stab. Basically, you just have to dodge around him, and yeah. Basically, you just dodge around him, and then wait for it. And then, you know, you also have to dodge some lions. I'm not going to say anything about the tiger commanding the lions, but, you know, whatever. Okay, so that is 2 down. So basically, if we just dodge these lions, we are good to go. That was close. Okay, so that is this boss fight done, because there's no way I'm dying to this. So that is a very simple opening boss. With that, Tiny Tiger is down, and we get our first power, which is now a supercharged body slam. For a more powerful belly flop, press X, then X to jump, then at the top of the jump, press circle. So, yeah, with that is the first warp room complete. Well, not necessarily complete, it's done, but I'll have to go back for the relics and that one gem. But, for now... Oh.
Well done, children. By defeating Tiny, you have unlocked the gate to the next time travel area. Go back to the center of this time twister and save your progress if you wish. From there, you will see that the gate to the second time travel area is now open.
Man, Aku Aku sounds so proud of you. It's like, that boss fight wasn't hard. I'm sure if I could go back and talk to 6-year-old me, he would be livid at me saying that, but you know what? Yeah, that's what time will do. Anyway, with that, I'm now going to save the game and end off today's episode here. Because, well, that is 11% complete. That is pretty good for one episode. There we go, 10 out of 10. And I love typing in old games. Okay, so with that, I'm going to end off today's episode here. As always, feel free to leave a comment and to hit the subscribe button, any of the buttons down below if you're so inclined. And I will hopefully see you all next time where we'll be entering Warp Zone number 2 in Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped. Okay, thanks for watching. Later.